everyone, this is Sean with Game On Cards. I just finished my video for my 20 card economy PSA reveal, blind reveal, but it didn't record. So we're not going to be doing a blind reveal today. We're going to be showing you what I just went over and didn't have on video. So just to recap, I wanted to go over the cards that I received back from PSA. They're running about 5 to 6 weeks right now still, so that's great. I've got another order right there at PSA right now in the QA, another 20 card bulk submission or economy submission, excuse me, that I'm expecting to get back here in the next couple weeks. But thought I'd show you what I got. Connor McDavid, World Cup of Hockey. So these cards were given out as promo packs when you bought Upper Deck Hockey in 2016. I bought some, so I got some of these, received some of these packs. Connor McDavid was in them. I guess it would be considered his second year as a throw-in, as a free kind of thank you from Upper Deck. But I thought I'd send these in. They're tough to get graded, and this one came back as a 9. They're low pop, which I thought was interesting. That's kind of why I decided to make a play on these and send them in. There's not a lot of them that are graded, so anytime you have a Connor McDavid low pop card, you know, it's a good thing. So that one will be part of my collection as well. And then next we have the 1992 Stat Smashers from Wildcard. I really like these cards. They're very low pop. They're hard to get graded. They're hard to get good grades in, excuse me. And I think that's maybe why just nobody's really thinking about them, because they're part of the junk wax era. But they look really sharp. And again, they're low pop, tough to get graded because they're black on the back, and then on the front there's a lot of they're very busy overall. So that's one of the concerns I think people have of sending these in, or that maybe they're just not thinking of these right now. But I picked up this Emmitt Smith not too long ago, and I got a 10 on it. Buying many Stat Smashers, and most of them are not worth sending in for grading, but I thought this one was good enough, and it is, and it gemmed, so that's great to see. Being a PSA 10, there isn't many of these. There's a very low pop, so glad to see that. The next one is I've got 2 Michael Strahans in the Stat Smashers from '93. That they made the Stat Smasher series from Wildcard in '92 and '93, and in '93 they had both silver and gold. So what I did is I've been picking up a lot of Michael Strahan cards. I feel like those are kind of undervalued, and considering the type of Hall of Fame career that he had, and he's still relevant in the media. And you know, I just felt like this was a good play that's really kind of undervalued right now. So I picked up some of his Stat Smashers. Most of them are not are going to remain raw. They're just not in a grading type condition. But the couple that I did have, one was silver, one was gold, I felt were worth grading. And the first one here is the silver, and it came back a 9. So again, these are hard to get in a gem, so you're really gonna hope for 9s and go from there. But again, nice rookie, nice refractor image, and with Wildcard making a comeback now with ultra modern cards and their Stat Smasher insert, these kind of are being brought to life again. So the next one is the gold, which I didn't even know they made a gold until I bought a bunch of these and found out one of them looked a little different, looked gold, and I didn't even see any in the PSA pop report. So I was really hopeful for a 9. Unfortunately, it came back an 8, so near mint to mint, but still, this is when I was going through them and I bought the lot, it didn't say anything about being silver or gold or anything. So this is one of those things where kind of figured out on my own based on, you know, getting them back from the seller, and it's great. I mean, I've got a gold one, although it's a PSA 8. I think it's the only one. Again, low pop cards, but very nice. Again, Michael Strahan rookie. and they've got a really nice look to them. The next one is a 2012 Russell Wilson upper deck. And this has got the 94 insert look, kind of a homage to the 94 year. So it's going to be the SP style. And this one came back as a 10. So that's good to see. These foil cards that have these dark borders are tough to get in a 10, but it ended up getting a gem. So that's great. And with him getting a lot of eyes on him now being in Denver, there's a high expectation. Hopefully he comes out doing well, and this card that's a very low pop actually increases in value over time. The next one is a 1991 Stadium Club Brett Favre rookie card. I was just hopeful that it would gem, but these rarely do, so it's not something that I would typically expect. But sure enough, it did. I actually have, this is actually from my original collection back in the early 90s as a kid growing up. And I was really surprised that not only I kept it in good condition, but good enough to get a PSA 10. So that was great to see. And I'll be monitoring the values on this card and see if you know, it makes sense to move it or not. But I'm glad to see that a card from my collection back in the day actually kept good enough condition to gem. And then the next card is a 2015 Colton Porreco, and not like an all-star. I mean, maybe he was an all-star. I know he's a veteran in the league. The only thing I liked about this, and the reason why I sent it in, is because it was a UD exclusive number to 100, which are hard to get in the Young Gun series, and it ended up coming back as a 9. But you know, there's definitely some fans of his out there. Very low pop on that as well. The next one is a 2017 Topps Chrome Thug Rose Namajunas card, X-Fractor. And the reason why I sent this in is you know, obviously the X-Fractors are good. Before I sent it in, Rose was the champ. Now she's not, so I'm hopeful that she will, you know, reclaim her belt. But I was stunned to see that this actually came back at 10, which is stunned in a good way, because these are hard to get 10s in, and I really thought this was probably a 9, but sent it in anyway, and it ended up 10. So that's great to see. These are very low pop, and Rose wasn't champ, and hopefully will be again. So that card will hopefully increase in value over time. And then next is a 2013 Panini Prism base rookie of Travis Kelce. I talked about this in a previous video, but I did send this in. I did pick these up as a bulk of 4 at my local card shop back about a year and a half ago or so now, and they were only $10 a piece. I thought that was a really good deal. I thought there was probably something wrong with them as condition-wise, so I looked them over, but they look good. I brought them home. I sent in already 2 for grading that came back gem mint 10s, and now I sent in the third one, and sure enough, once again, it came back at 10. That's great to see. His cards have been beat up pretty bad lately. I know that one time this was a card that was well over $300, you know, a year and a half ago or so, but now is probably under 200. But I think as we get closer to the season, Chiefs start off well, or you know, go into the playoffs, this might be an opportunity to sell one of these in my collection. And then next we have a 2017 Topps Chrome base of Matt Olson rookie. When I sent this in, all right, more technology issues again, so we're back. When I sent this card in back 6 weeks ago, you know, Matt Olson was a big, you know, was a big free agent acquisition for the Braves, and now he's kind of off to a slow start. But I was glad to see at least that this card got a 10, so it gemmed, and that was good to see. You know, the Braves should be in a pennant chase again this year, and hopefully Matt Olson will start doing doing well, and this card will increase in value. Next, we have a Michael Strahan Topps 1993 Rookie Gold Edition. Again, I've been making several purchases for Michael Strahan rookies because I think they're undervalued. But this was one of the few that actually looked good enough to send in to PSA, and I was glad to see that it actually gemmed. So this one did get a 10, and so again, I'm looking to keep these for a little while and see, because I think they're undervalued, and see how things go, and I'll keep them in my collection. But I was glad to see that an older card like this that's almost 30 years old was able to gem. Next, we have a Jameis Winston 2015 Topps Chrome Refractor Rookie. These are tough also to get graded because the black backs, and then the fronts are very hard to figure out centering on, in my opinion. But I was glad to see that this one did 10 as well. And again, just very difficult borders to figure out really where the centering is. But I really kind of relied on the surface, both front and back, the edges and the corners, and just hope for the best when it comes to the centering. And fortunately for that one, it also was able to jam. Then next we have a 2013 Topps Refractor of Aaron Rodgers. I talked about this before, but I think it's my favorite year of refractors, just the way that the image kind of has a 3D type background to it. Just a really sharp year for those images and the way they refract the light, but at the same time, not a very high pop for gem, because they're very difficult to get to gem for the 2013. So I did come back as a 9, but again, just a really sharp looking card. Again, the way the image just pops out from the background is really nice, and get this out to a Aaron Rodgers and or Packer fan that might be interested in having this. And then next we have a Jake Cronenworth's 2021 Topps Chrome Sepia Refractor. I have a lot of Cronenworth cards. There weren't many that I felt were worthy enough to send in to gem. He's off to a little bit of a slow start in his career, but there's hopeful for good things to come. And on this particular one, we did get a 9. Again, I love the way these sepias look, because they have that kind of vintage look to them and the way they refract, but at the same time, very difficult to get these to gem, difficult centering, and so I was hopeful for a 10, but was not surprised to see that I got a 9. Next, we have Anthony Volpe. I picked up a lot of his first edition Bowmans, and a lot of them had some issues with surface, especially on the edges, little cuts. Almost looks like little tiny cuts along the edges, and I was really hesitant to send this in. It was I have a few of them that look pretty good, but I was concerned that they may come back a 9, which obviously doesn't really have much value compared to a 10. But I was happy to see that this one actually came back as a 10. So that's good news for my other cards that are in the lot that have similar edge issues. But again, it's on a white border, so it's very hard to see that. And I'm glad to see that it was able to get a 10. So I'll be looking to send in some of my other ones from the lot that I purchased of the raw ones. Next is really a card for my own collection, and it is a 2019 Donruss Optic David Montgomery. It's a purple refractor to 25. These the whole 2019, which I do have a lot of. I purchased quite a bit in 2019 of the Optic because I thought they were really nice, but they are very difficult to get graded, and centering is an issue as well. So I was very happy to see that this David Montgomery ended up being a gem. And it's from the Purple Stars, so it's the first off the line edition. So again, just really happy with the way these look, and that it came back as a gem. So this will be one for my personal PC, and really excited to have that in my collection. Then next we have Ronald Acuna Topps Chrome Base Rookie. These are this one I felt very, very confident on that it would gem, although they're a dark card, which again has issues regarding edges sometimes and corners and surface. But this one came back as a gem, so I was glad to see that. I'll be holding on to this for a while. He's taking a little bit of a hit in his pricing value, but at the same time, there's potential here, and I think he'll get it turned around here throughout the season, and I'll be looking to probably move this and hopefully upgrade into a refractor version. And then with the next one is a Daniel Jones, again, same 2019, that Donruss Optic year. It's an aqua refractor. I felt really good about this particular card. I thought it looked really good. I guess the only problem is that Daniel Jones needs to have a bounce back this year. So hopeful for good things, because this one came back as a Gem 10. So really, looks really nice. It's kind of close to a color match. I think there's some Giant fans, some Daniel Jones fans that would like to get their hands on this card. And being that it ended up being a 10, I'm hopeful to see a good start with the Giants this year, and maybe they can make some headway on that team and turn around, and this card hopefully will move up in value. So the next one is a 2021 Donruss Classic Justin Fields orange rookie card. So it's has the team color match because it's orange, and it also has the number match because it's card number 1 of 10, serial numbered. I remember this card having an edge soft corner, so I was expecting it to get a 9. I do have another one that's not that's also numbered 10, but it's 6 of 10. So that one ended up coming back my last submission as a 10. So that was good to see. But this one, team match, color match, number match, come back a 9. So this one I'll probably be looking to move, and hopefully that have a good season from Justin Fields and the team going there. And then the last card is a 2018 UFC Tuivasa rookie. This card is, I have a few of his I bought in a lot, but this was really the only one I felt that was good enough, worthy of a gem. His trajectory in his career is really taking a spike. I mean, he's got a lot of potential, and I really like him as a overall just a showman with his shoey antics and everything. So I think that this card could have potential. Gem mint 10 for that rookie, so that's great to see. Fairly low pop right now, and hopeful that that we see him in a title here in the next couple years. So that's my PSA economy shipment. Thank you guys all for checking in on it and looking at my video. I appreciate it. Please leave any comments or questions, and I'll be happy to follow up. Have a great day. Thank you.